Okay. Hello, dear friends. Good evening. Such a beautiful, beautiful evening. And I am thinking of giving this story as a Valentine gift to you, my love. And I think I have taught this story. I have told this story last year or maybe 2 years ago as a Valentine's gift. But I always think this story is worthy of a special occasion. That is Eros and Psyche. Psyche was a mortal. It means that she is not a goddess, and she will die when she's old. So Psyche was a mortal, famous for her beauty, and admirers come from all over the world, from far and wide, from many walks of life, came to her city and bring her gifts. And they say that she is just the most beautiful as a goddess. So last time we have mentioned about never offend a god or goddess. See what Arachne has done. She said she is better than Athena in weaving. So she got a spell to become a spider. And Eros, Psyche, this goddess, she didn't say anything, but other people say that she is so beautiful. That makes the goddess not happy, right? You, a country girl as beautiful as me, you dream. Okay. So this infuriated Aphrodite. And Aphrodite, we all know that she is the goddess of beauty. And in Roman mythology, her name is Venus, the birth of Venus, the birth of Venus by Botticelli. If you go to Uffizi Museum, you can see this painting by Botticelli, Italian painter Botticelli, a very beautiful Venus out of a seashell. So Aphrodite heard that people say that Psyche is more beautiful than me. Of course, she's not happy. And also because people from all over the world come to the temple to see Psyche as a servant person or service Humadayla, that kind of person, that taking care of the temple. And people come to see her more than seeing the goddess. Of course, the goddess will not be happy if it is me. I mean, it's not me, Yeah. So Aphrodite is not happy, and so she decided to punish Psyche because she was jealous. Goddess are not almighty. They also have personal weakness. And when they show their personal weakness, it's absolutely destructive. And that was the worst. So Aphrodite went to Eros and instructed him to strike Psyche with an arrow. And here is a little bit of story. Eros is the son of Aphrodite, and he is god of love. And this little boy is handsome, good looking, and just a perfect little boy. And he had on his back arrows, bow and arrow. And there was a special unique magic, or his unique ability is he used his bow and arrow. Whoever he shoot, this person will fall in love immediately. And he will shoot. For example, he shoot one guy one day, and then I fell in love. And then 30 years later, I am still with this guy. Yeah, because that was the cursing. So I live a boring life with the same guy for 30 years. Okay, no joking around about it. So Eros was the son of Aphrodite. And Aphrodite wanted to revenge and instructed his son, okay, you go and shoot your arrow to the most hideous, ugly, disgusting, the worst person in the world, and let Psyche fall in love. And once he shoot, whoever got that arrow will fall in love with Psyche. So that is the spell. And Eros then went to look for Psyche. He went here and there. Finally, he found Psyche. Yeah. And here is the story. Eros was the god of love, and his arrow made anyone fall in love instantly with the first thing they saw. So the first thing they saw, that guy was the one first I saw, and then I fell for 30 years spell of you get the idea. Okay, I want you to make sure that Psyche fall in love with a terrible, terrifying, hideous, disgusting monster. Aphrodite said to his son, you be my boy, be my good boy, listen to mom. And Eros, he was a mom's boy. Yes, he was a mom's boy. So he went to look for Psyche, find here and there. But when he caught sight of Psyche, Eros found Psyche. And he was struck by the beauty of this most beautiful, pure lady, Psyche. Know what? The bow fell down. He went to pick up the bow, and the arrow scratched himself. So Eros accidentally scratched his hand with an arrow and fell in love with Psyche himself. He had this arrow and he saw Psyche. He got hit by his own arrow. He got hit by his own poison. You get the idea. It's not poison. It's the best thing in the world. But later on, they had a lot of trouble. Yes. So he fell in love with the first thing he sees. That is Psyche. That is the most beautiful lady. And then they fell in love each other. No, Psyche not yet. Meanwhile, Psyche's parents went to the mountain to the Mount of Delphi. Yes, 2 years ago we went to Delphi. It's a beautiful place with a lot of olive trees under the ground. We had some of the most beautiful dinner sunset. Oh, that was so good. And so at that time, Psyche, I think she got a spell from heaven. She was pretty, she was smart, she was kind, but she was always single. Everyone does not want her, and people just don't know what is going on. Their parents worried. It's like any Chinese parents. If you are not married in a certain age, of course it's worrisome. And his parents went to the temple of Oracle in Delphi and asked, what is the problem? What should we do? And they got an answer. Okay, so let's continue. And I think I'm a little bit off the script, and I am a little bit lost the story. So I come back to this piece of paper and continue to go a little bit according to what I have learned. So the story is that Aphrodite wanted that his son, the god of love, which is Eros in Greek mythology, and Cupid in Roman mythology, the god of love, to use arrow to hit Psyche, and the first one that Psyche sees will be the person she fell in love. And but Aphrodite, his son Eros, saw Psyche and was amazed by her beauty and scratched his own hand. So he was the person, Eros was the person who got the arrow, right? And he opened up his eyes, he saw Psyche, so he madly fell in love with Psyche. So that's one part of the story. And another, coming back to real life, that is Psyche. Psyche was the daughter of a king, or she is mortal. She is like you and I will die, an ordinary person, not a goddess. And she was so beautiful, but there was one problem. She did not have any suitor. People come to see her, to admire her, but no one really get married. Marrying her is kind of a curse. Her beauty, her intelligence, her ability becomes a curse, which maybe this is what Greek mythology is trying to say. Someone who is so too talented, is too good, too perfect, is a curse. Don't you think so? I think so, right? You see a lot of pretty people, good-looking people, smart people. They end up not so glorious life, right? Okay, I will come back to real. So Psyche's parents, especially his dad, is a king, went to Delphi, temple of Oracle, and to ask, what is the problem? You see my daughter, so beautiful. Everyone knows she's beautiful, but no suitor. And then the god or goddess oracle told his dad, there is a problem. Psyche is not destined to marry a mortal man. You must leave her on the side of a mountain, and the west wind will carry her away to her husband. So actually, the oracle is saying Psyche is a curse, and you will discard her to the side of a very tall mountain, and in the mountain you don't just ignore her. She will find her own destiny. And so his dad was very sad. My beautiful daughter, I could not have her. And he sent his daughter to the top of a mountain, and Psyche, quite smart, understood, said, okay, my dear dad, I will not give our family, give your kingdom any problem. I will go my way. I will go to the top of the mountain and see what is going to happen to me. I will meet my destiny, good or bad, be it. It's my destiny. I take care of it. I take charge of my life. Thank you for bringing me up. And so she climbed to the top of the mountain, and at the top of the mountain, Zephyr, the god of west wind, took her to a beautiful valley. The god of west wind blowed her to a new strange place. A little bit about Zephyr. Zephyr is the god of west wind. And in California, in the place where I live, there was a train. I think it's a coal train, or it's the train system in America has a Zephyr train, a route of Zephyr, and it goes through beautiful landscape. I think it goes to Colorado, goes Utah, and end up maybe in Chicago someplace. I so want to take that train and to meet with my destiny. No, I already know my destiny, but I want to take that train as one of my bucket list. Okay, so with that wind, Psyche arrived in a place, beautiful garden, beautiful palace, and everything is just so good. It is in the heaven. It is in the heaven. Flower, tree, butterfly, palace, column, everything you can imagine. Fruit, good food, and so she was surprised, and she almost fell asleep, and she heard some voice, I am your servant, let me serve you. So this voice, she did not see anyone, she just heard the voice, but she can feel. She got a massage, she took a spa, I never took spa, so I do not know what it is, but it seems something quite fun. She took a spa, she went to, had the most delicious meal, and it's just perfect, right? She fell asleep, and in the night, she did not know anything. There came her husband, and during the night, Psyche woke to the sound of a man's voice. "Hello, I am your new husband. I am your new husband." It was Eros, but in the darkness, Psyche could not see him. She could not see anything. It was extremely pitch black dark. Every night, Eros visited Psyche, and they slept side by side, one another, and they slept. Et après, and then use your imagination. Okay, this part is, I think it's PG-13 or something. Anyway, use your imagination. And this, her husband came every night, and it's always in the dark. And when the sun starts to rise, when the dawn comes, he disappeared. Psyche was curious about her husband. He was so gentle, he was just so good, so great. Use your imagination. Da 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 da. Okay, those paragraph is deleted or is omitted. Use your imagination. So she just wanted to know, such a wonderful person. I want to see him with my own eyes. So one night she waited for Eros to fall asleep, and then she lit up an oil lamp. Different version has stories. Some say that her sister wanted to see and let her see. Anyway, those was not important. So the main drive was that Psyche wanted to see her husband. Of course, my husband, I have to see him, right? I have to see his face. Your husband, you have to see his face, right? Your wife, you cannot live with someone always not knowing the face, right? The curiosity got the better part of Psyche. So one night, he lit up a candle, and they did that thing. In the night, pitch black, they did that, and Psyche took out the candle and lighted it up. Oh my. She gasped. Oh, what a beautiful face, like marble, and the eye was closed, so she could not see, but she can see the frame, the nose, the mouth, the lips, and everything. His body, everything is just perfect. It's like David by Michelangelo. Just use your imagination again. It's just so beautiful. And Psyche was so impressed, she lost herself. The candle fell down, and then the candle wax, hot candle wax, dripped down and dipped onto Eros' body. Eros woke up, opened up his eyes. He saw Psyche. He was so very disappointed. You lost my trust. I trust you. You should never ever ask me anything. I give you the best life. I give you everything. I fulfill your dream. I fulfill your wish. You have the beautiful palace. You have the most comfortable life. And only on one condition, that you could not see me. But you break that promise. I cannot live with you. Eros ran away, escaped. Psyche was devastated. She set out to look for her. And Aphrodite saw Psyche looking for Eros, and saw Psyche was horrified. So she thought maybe, and Psyche went to Aphrodite to ask for forgiveness. I cannot live without my husband. Anything, ask me anything, I will fulfill you. Just in one condition, I meet again, I live again with my husband. So Aphrodite gave her a few tasks. The first one, to separate the grains. So there were mountains of grains, beans, sesame, rice, barley, wheat, many kinds, and mountain high. And Psyche need to separate them. Psyche thought, I cannot finish it. If I cannot finish it, I will never live with my husband again. I'm so sad. Why did she so mean to me? So she was crying. And just at that time, an ant came by and knew her story. And the ant bring out his whole army, his whole territory, habit, is that habit or kingdom, let's say, queendom of ants. They work together. They have the best organization. Beans ants, rice ants, sesame ants, and barley ants, wheat ants. They work very closely and organized. When dawn came again, everything was in order. Bean is bean, rice is rice, sesame is sesame, barley is barley, wheat is wheat, everything in place. So Psyche fulfilled the first task. Now Aphrodite was still, it's too easy for her. Now I will give her some difficult job. You need to get the golden wool from the sheep, from the lamb, from the sheep, let's say. And the sheep was the sun god, I think Helio, right? Sun god Helio's sheep. And you need to get their golden wool. And you know, those sheep were famous for being vicious and attacking people. if Psyche goes to get it, she would have been swollen by these ships. Psyche was crying, and just at this time, a very long and narrow tunnel started to form, and the ship went through all the tunnel and went to far away place. And Psyche saw in this tunnel there were a lot of thorny branches. It's a kind of a bush, and bush with a bush-made tunnel. Okay, and on the bush there are a lot of very spiky thorns, and the ship passed through the thorn, and their golden wool was scratched by the branch. So Psyche just need to pick up from the thorn, from the bush, to get the golden wool. So the next morning, Psyche picked up all the golden wool, just enough for Aphrodite. Aphrodite saw it. Oh my goodness, she is capable. Now the third thing. So the third thing, that Psyche need to get water on top of a mountain. And because she was on top of a mountain, she could not reach the water which is down. Right? Water is in the lake, is down. On top of a mountain, there is no lake. Right? She was crying, and just at this time, an eagle came and picked up the water from under and gave it to her. So Psyche fulfilled the third job. And Aphrodite was quite astounded, impressed by Psyche's ability. Okay, you have finished all these three. Now the fourth one, or the last task. Now the last task is to bring me a drop of beauty from Persephone, queen of the underworld. That is a drop of youth. You see, I was worrying about my son, Eros, and I did not want you to be my daughter-in-law, and the thought of you being my daughter-in-law just tortured me. And you see, I'm becoming old and like lost my beauty. Now I need to get rejuvenized and get the source of youth, the magic pill, from the magic pill, magic water from Persephone, the goddess, the queen of the underworld. Psyche thought that was the most difficult thing, because she need to go down to underworld, and she is a mortal, right? There is no way she can go to underworld and come back. She could not come back. Anyway, for in the name of love, for the love of his life, of her life, she decided, anyway, life has no meaning if I could not live with my most loved husband. So Psyche traveled to the depths of the underworld and asked Persephone for the gift. Persephone looked at Psyche and said, "Why do you need it? You can you can just forget it and live your life. Live a single independent life. Anyway, she didn't say that. Persephone was quite confused. Why do you need it? And Psyche said, I want to leave my husband. And my husband's mother has this condition. And without my husband's mother, who is Aphrodite, without her permission, I could never live with my husband. And my life has no meaning without my husband. I love him. I want to live with the love of my life, forever and ever and ever. And this kind of echo with Persephone. And she's a loving girl, and she loves her husband, Hades, which is the god of the underworld. Nobody understands him, but she understands, so she had some sympathy. So she gave her a small box and told Psyche, in this box there is the juice of youth, the magic pill, the magic juice. And you take this small box, this precious box, up and never, ever, ever open it. So Psyche was very happy and set out to the world above. And she was excited because finally she got it. She was excited to see her husband again. Once she got it, she has the hope to see her husband. But Persephone said, never, ever, ever, never, never, ever, ever, never, never, ever, ever, never open that box and give it directly. Direct. No other one touch it. Not opening it. Give it to Aphrodite. So Psyche took the box, holding in her hand very firmly, very strongly, and not open it, not open, not open, not open, not open, not open, no. Shall I open? No, 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 no. Shall I open? No, 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 no. Maybe I can open. No, 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 no. Let me have a last try. Open it. Oh, no, 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 no. She went almost to the top. And you know what? As you can imagine, at the very last end, she took it, went up, and before delivering it to Aphrodite, the very last drop, she went to almost arriving to the place. She passed by a forest, and then there was a river. She looked down at herself, river water, very flat, like a mirror. Oh my goodness, who am I? Who is this person? This old, tiring, and just a wrinkled person. It's herself. Because of her worry, because of her tasks, she was exhausted, and she did not look young at all. She looks just miserable. So she thought, I am going to see my husband. I need some of this juice of youth for myself. Let me open it and see how I can improve myself. Just a teeny tiny little little drop. So you know what? She opened it. Just as she opened it, a big black dark smoke came out. Remember the story of Pandora? Exactly the same thing. But this time, Pandora closed the box and left hope inside. But Psyche did not do that. The dark, black, poisonous smoke took her. She died. And her husband, Eros, saw she died, and saw she opened the box, came back immediately. Eros saw this, came back immediately. He used all his force, all his blow. And blow the dark, poisonous black smoke away. Psyche regained her life. Slowly, she opened up her eyes. She saw her beautiful, beloved, and long lost husband, Eros. So Eros knew they live ever after. They live happy ever after. Okay, Eros knew Aphrodite would still be angry, so requested that Zeus help them. So Zeus gave Psyche a small piece of ambrosia. This is the godly food. And this is the food that only God in Mount Olympus eat. And this is the food that mortal people, ordinary people, eat, will become God. So Eros asked Zeus to help. Zeus thought, 蒙吧, let me do it. Be a good person for once. So Zeus gave her ambrosia, and Psyche regained her life and upgraded into goddess status. And Psyche, Eros, now they live together, happy ever after. You know, when man and woman live together, they have baby. They have a baby whose name is Hayden, I think Hayden. Hedonistic, which is a philosophy for pursuing pleasure in life, was named after Hayden. Hedon or Hedon, Hayden. Hedonistic. And I think in Greek mythology, their children's name is voluptuous, Voluptuous or something. Any historian give me the name of voluptuous or voluptuous, I think. Voluptuous. Volupa. And their children's name is Volupa. Anyway, I will not struggle with it. I'm pretty sure you already fall asleep. So, happy Valentine's. I love you. I really do. Do. Goodbye, bye.